Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we live, and we're gonna do something a little different today. I'm gonna take a look at 10 hitters who would be considered overrated according to Baseball Reference WAR. Now, let me preface all of this by saying I don't necessarily think these guys are overrated, but with the careers they had, you would think their WAR would be a little bit higher than it actually is. This is via Baseball Reference. There are different WAR numbers out there for different sites like Fangraphs, but we're going Baseball Reference. A lot of these guys are the power hitting first baseman type. WAR doesn't seem to be particularly fond of them, giving them a lot of negative defensive WAR. So let's get into it. I'll name the 10 players in alphabetical order by last name, starting with Garrett Anderson. He was a 3-time All-Star in 17 seasons, hit 2,529 hits, had 522 doubles, twice leading the league, 1,365 RBIs, 4 straight seasons with over 100 from 2000 to 2003, connected on 287 homers, 293 average. Didn't walk a lot, which gave him a low 324 on base percentage, but a career WAR of just 25.7 over 17 years is pretty low for a guy who had nearly 2,600 hits for his career. Next, we have Charlie Blackmon, active player. Blackmon, 4-time All-Star, 2-time Silver Slugger, won a batting title in 2017, career 298 hitter with an 849 OPS, has 4 seasons in a row from 2016 and 19 where he scored over 100 runs, leading the league in 2017 and 18, has hit for 197 homers. 4 seasons with at least 29 from 2016 to 2019. The outfielder has a career WAR of 19.2 over 12 years. Next, we have Joe Carter, World Series hero, a 5-time All-Star, 2-time World Series winner, 2-time Silver Slugger. Just accrued a 19.5 WAR over 16 years. The outfielder hit 396 homers, 1,445 RBIs, led the league in 1986. Very low 306 on base percentage definitely hurts his WAR case for having a higher WAR. But again, guy was definitely a power hitter, had 9 different seasons with at least 100 RBIs. And in the World Series, he won 2 World Series. In both World Series appearances, he smashed 2 homers. Adam Dunn, yes, Adam Dunn was a very flawed player. Had 17.9 WAR over 14 years, but man, could the guy slug. 462 career homers, had at least 40 for 5 straight years from 2004 to 08, had at least 38 for 6 straight years, counting 2009 and 2010. 462 for his career, 6 seasons with at least 100 RBIs. Also, yes, he struck out a ton, leading the league 4 times, 222 in 2012, but he also walked a ton. He had 8 seasons with at least 100 walks, so a low 237 batting average, but a 364 on base percentage, 124 OPS plus. You would think his WAR might be a little higher. Prince Fielder, 23.8 WAR over 12 seasons, so a little less than 2 per season. Was a 6-time All-Star, had 319 homers in his 12 seasons, led the league with 50 in 2007, had 4 other seasons with at least 30, had 6 seasons of 100 RBIs, leading the league with 141 in 2009. Another guy who walked a lot, 3 straight seasons with over 100. 2010 walked 114 times. Career OPS plus of 134. Former NL MVP Ryan Howard. In 13 years, he finished with just a career 14.7 WAR. He was the NL MVP in 2006, finished 5th in 2007, 2nd in 2008, 3rd 2009, 10th 2010, 10th, 2011. So 6 straight top 10 finishes in MVP and still didn't have a career WAR of 15. Pretty amazing. Again, World Series winner, 3-time All-Star, NLCS MVP, twice led the league in homers, 58 in 2006, 48 in 2008, 3 times led the league in RBIs, 6 straight seasons from 2006 to 11 with 100 RBIs, a career 125 OPS plus. You would think Ryan Howard would have a higher WAR. Matt Kemp, runner up for NL MVP. A lot of people thought he should have won it because Ryan Braun won it, and he later tested positive for PEDs. But he was a runner up in 2011. Also won Gold Gloves and Silver Sluggers in both 2011 and 2009. That season, he led the league, 39 homers, 126 RBIs, one of 4 seasons with at least 100 RBIs, had 287 homers, 184 stolen bases in his career, led the league in runs as well in 2011. Only 21.4 WAR over 15 seasons. Paul Konerko, an all-time great for the White Sox. You would think his WAR would be higher than 28.1, which he had over 18 years. 6-time All-Star, former ALCS MVP, member of the White Sox 2005 World Series winning team. In his career, connected on 439 homers, had 7 seasons with Chicago with at least 31 homers, went over the century mark in RBIs 5 times, career 118 OPS plus, had over 1,000 runs in his career, 1,162, again 1,412 RBIs, solid 354 on base percentage. Konerko, you would think he'd have at least a 30 WAR. Yadier Molina. So Yadier Molina has the highest WAR amongst anyone here. He has a 42 career WAR. You would just think it would be a little bit higher. Arguably one of the best 2 or 3 defensive catchers in MLB history. In 19 years, has won 9 Gold Gloves. Why opposing base runners would steal on him, try to steal on him in his prime, just doesn't make a lot of sense. Yes, he hasn't been a superb offensive player, but he still has 2,134 hits, over 1,000 career RBIs, about a league average OPS. Did have 3 seasons, excuse me, 4 seasons and 5 seasons, sorry, where he hit over 300, 3 straight from 2011 to 2013. You just think of Yadier Molina as one of the all-time great catchers, and he is, but his WAR is lower than a few catchers not in the Hall of Fame. Just to name a few: Thurman Munson, Joe Torre, and there's also a couple recent catchers who are very close to him in career WAR: Russell Martin and Jason Kendall, both very good catchers, but you wouldn't place them anywhere near Yadier Molina in career rankings for catchers. So 42 WAR just seems a little low. And we're going to end with Michael Young, a 7-time All-Star in his 14 years, won a batting title in 2005, hitting .331 for his career. Hit 300 on the dot, 185 homers, 1,030 RBIs, 2 seasons with over 100. He had 4 seasons with over 100 runs, 1,137 for his career. Just didn't walk a ton. 346 career on base percentage. But again, 7-time All-Star. 3 times finished in the top 11 in MVP voting. Did win a Gold Glove in 2008. A little surprising, his WAR is not higher than 24.7. So there you have it. 10 guys who baseball reference WAR would seem to say are overrated in baseball history. What do you guys think? Again, this is not me saying that these guys are overrated. Just going by their baseball reference WAR, they seem to be more highly thought of according to than their baseball WAR would seem to show. Which guys do you think baseball reference WAR underestimates the most out of these 10? Are there other guys I didn't name that you seem to look at their baseball reference WAR and it's like, that's it? How? Again, I'm not the when comparing players, I do use things like WAR, but they're not the end all be all. You definitely can't just use that as a number. Um, I'm not a huge analytics guy. I'm really not. But I do love baseball reference. I do love basketball reference, pro football reference. I love them all. But just thought I'd take a look at 10 guys, especially because I've noticed a lot of first basemen seem to be underrated by baseball reference WAR. But for the purpose of this article, they're overrated according to their WAR. Even a guy like Keith Hernandez, who some people say is the best defensive first baseman ever, I think he might have negative defensive WAR for his career. I got to check that. But anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. So much going on. I've done previously NFL and MLB Mount Rushmores. When the NBA season comes to an end, I'll be doing NBA Mount Rushmores. Can't wait for that. I've Forgotten Athlete Fridays, so another Forgotten Athlete is coming tomorrow. And plenty of sports related shorts. So hit that subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.